Today I'm going to build the Paulk Smart Router Fence from beginning to end. But because of the magic of video, first we're going to go to the end and see what it's like and see all of its details, and then go back and make it. Roll intro.
I'm Ron Paulk, and this is the Smart Wood Shop. If you'd like to get a detailed set of plans to build a smart wood shop for yourself or one of my workbenches, link in the video description down below. You'll go to my store where you can purchase the plans and download them instantly 24/7, 365. In my store, you'll also find a few affiliate links where if you purchase any tools or materials from those affiliate links, they'll share a little bit with us, won't charge you any extra, and it helps support the channel. I really like the precision and all the features that my woodpecker fence offers. The micro adjust, the offsetting of the fences. There's so many things I can do with this, but I don't always need that. A lot of times I just need a good fence that's adjustable and will get the job done. And I want to set up multiple routers, so I don't plan on buying 3 or 4 of these woodpecker fences. One is enough. So I've made this one in the shop. It took me about 2 hours. The shop-made version doesn't take very much material, and it's pretty easy to make. And it has some nice advanced features. The router fence base plate has these knobs for attaching the fence and securing it to the table, and also making it adjustable in these grooves. And no tools required, just loosen it up and it'll drop in and slide. I cut these T-slots into the face to attach featherboard stop blocks and any number of things you can do when you're routing. I also added a split fence so that I can adjust to be close to the blade, both for safety and also for getting a better cut. And it's just a matter of just loosening a couple of knobs.
There are 4 main components to the Smart Router Fence. I'm going to make 2 pieces and then break those down further after I process and mill them up a little bit. I made the base and the sub fence with 1 piece, and then I drilled a hole a little bit off center and then ripped that down. The rips are not equal because once I put them together as a corner, then they'll measure the same both up and back. With the base, the sub fence, and the split fence ripped to size, it's time to detail them out, lay them out with a pencil, and make some marks where I'm going to be drilling multiple holes for recess bolts and bolts to go all the way through, and T-track and sliding slots and all of those things. So I lay all of that out so I know exactly what I'm going to cut. With the holes drilled and the layout done, I head over to the router table. The first thing I'm going to do is take the split fence and make the T-track. So the split fence is still in 1 piece. Later on I'll be cutting that in half and cutting some bevels on the end. But for now I'm going to cut a dado straight down the middle, and then follow up with a T-track bit that's going to be positioned in the same spot and cut right into that dado, creating the T-slot. This is so that I can attach featherboards and stops and things like that. Just test it out and make sure that that is all working well. With the T-track made, now I'm taking the sub fence and I'm making 2 slots on either side of the opening for the router bit. And this is so that the split fence can be mounted on either side and slide in and out to be as close to the router bit as possible for a finer cut and also for safety. Now I'm going to screw the sub fence and the base together. First I'm going to apply a little glue. I've already laid out the holes and pre-drilled them on the sub fence so that I can quickly attach it with some number 6" and 5/8 trim head screws. Now I'm going to make the blade guard and also drill a hole in it for the vacuum attachment. The split fence is all done. It's milled up. It's got everything done to it, holes drilled, ready to go. So now all I need to do is cut it in half, right in the middle, and then cut some bevels on it so that the outer surface is a little longer than the inner surface. This is so that the fence can go as close to possible to the bit, again for a better cut and a little more safety. And then final assembly, just putting the bolts and then the knobs and everything together and testing it out. So I hooked up the vacuum. As a side note, I have just 1 vacuum that I'm using over on this bench, and I have 3 tools: the miter saw, the table saw, and the router. And what I do, rather than plugging and unplugging each of these into the vacuum to start the vacuum up to keep things clean, I have an electrical triple tap, and it's just plugged into the vacuum first, and then the 3 tools are plugged in. So whichever one is turned on will fire up the vacuum. So just one of those simple things. And then of course, like I said, sharing the hose, the vacuum hose with the miter saw makes sense because I have 2 hoses going to the table saw, 1 going to the miter saw. I would have to add a 4th for the router.
The Smart Router table has been a great addition to my workbench. It's really helped with my workflow. It gives me a lot more space to work. And now the new, bigger, updated router fence rounds out the package. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember to ring that bell when you subscribe so you'll know when I drop a new video. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.